Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Lyssa. Today I'm going to be showing you guys another simple recipe. I'm going to be showing y'all how to make cheesy beef noodle casserole. So you don't need very many ingredients for this. The main thing will be ground beef. Oh, you need 1 pound of ground beef. Some kind of stretchy cheese. I'm using mozzarella, and then I got some Mexican cheese, so I'm going to use that too. And then you need 1 15-ounce jar of Alfredo sauce or something around that realm. It don't got to be exactly 15 ounces. But you can use any brand. Mushrooms. This is optional, but I need to get rid of these. You need some bell pepper. You need at least the green bell pepper, but I need to get rid of this, so I'm using red. You need white onion, sour cream, and then I'm going to use a 12-ounce bag of the Twirls pasta, but you can use whatever kind of pasta you want. You can use macaroni, egg noodles, or whatever. Y'all, so for the first step, I got some water boiling, and I'm going ahead and pour this whole bag. It's a 12-ounce bag of pasta. I just bought a whole bag, y'all. All right, y'all. So I've been boiling my pasta for about 8 minutes. You want to boil it till it's al dente. We don't want to cook it all the way because we are going to bake this, and I don't want it to be like hella smashy and stuff. So what I'm going to do is just put all this pasta into my baking dish. You want to use a casserole dish or like a aluminum foil pan or something like that. But make sure it's deep enough to cover it with cheese and all of that stuff. But yeah, just go ahead and take all of this noodles out of there. All right, y'all. So after you take your pasta out of your pot, I'm going to go ahead. I'm using the same pot. I'm going to put a little bit of oil. You can use olive oil or whatever. And off camera, I cut up white onion, a little bit of red bell pepper, and a little bit of green bell pepper. You can use as much as you want. I think I'm using like 3/4 of a cup of each. And then I'm also gonna put a little bit of mushrooms up in there. All right. So what I'm gonna do, we just gonna cook this up for about 2-3 minutes. Let me break that one. Fry this up, and we're gonna keep the seasonings pretty simple, y'all. If you don't have Cajun seasoning, you can just use regular salt for this. But I'm just gonna put a little bit of my Cajun seasoning on here, and then I'm gonna put a little bit, just a little bit of Italian seasoning. If you don't have Italian seasoning, you can just stick to seasoning salt or Cajun seasoning. If you don't have that, just use salt. You don't need a ton of seasoning. But yeah, just fry that up. That smells good already. Alright, I'm going to fry this for like 30 more seconds, and then I'm going to come back and show you the next step. Now, after you get your peppers and mushrooms and stuff a little tender, what we're going to do is add in that 1 pound of ground beef. If you don't like beef, use ground turkey, ground chicken, whatever. You can use Beyond Meat, whatever. But you need 1 pound. And again, I'm going to keep the seasoning simple. I'm going to put a little bit of Cajun seasoning. Put a little of that. And then I'm also going to put some garlic powder. This is totally unnecessary, but I'm going to put some because that's what I want to do. All right. So yeah, we're just going to brown this ground beef. Brown it up, mix it up with the vegetables and stuff. And I'm going to come back and show you the next step. I finished browning my ground beef. I did drain the grease out of there, well, most of it. So what I'm gonna do is put like half of my ground beef in the noodles. I want to leave a little bit for the top. I'm gonna put half in there. Then I'm gonna take my sour cream and I'm gonna just put a few dollops of sour cream in there. A few dollops. It's like 3 large tablespoons. And then we're gonna take our 15-ounce jar of Alfredo sauce. Again, you can use whatever brand, whatever flavor. It don't have to be roasted garlic or whatever. You can get the old brand, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna pour that whole thing in there. And I'm gonna put a little bit, I decided I wanna put the Mexican cheese on top. I'm just put a little bit of mozzarella in here, like a cup. I don't think that's like a cup. Y'all know I don't be measuring, but you can measure, and I would say put about a cup. So what I'm gonna do now is we just gonna mix all this stuff together until everything is nice and smooth. And you can mix this in a bowl, because I know somebody gonna say you can mix this in a bowl, but I don't want to mix it in a bowl. I'm gonna mix it in the dish. You can also make this in a pot. If you don't want to bake it, you can just mix everything together with the, like, keep the meat in the pan and put the pasta in there and make it that way. All right. You know what? I'm trying to get that up. I think I'm gonna put a little bit more sour cream up in here. So put a little more. Probably about 4 or 5 tablespoons of sour cream, depending on how creamy you want it to be. All right. All right, y'all. I feel like I want to put a little more. I'm gonna put a little more mozzarella up in there too. You can put as much of this as you want. It's a casserole. It don't really matter. It's gonna be good if you put more cheese though. Obviously, it's cheese. All right. So now I'm gonna put the rest of that ground beef on top. We're just gonna spread that on top. You know, just so you can see what you finna get. And then I'm gonna take my Mexican cheese and the rest of my mozzarella. And I'm just gonna spread that on top. All right. All right, y'all. So what we're gonna do next is I'm gonna cover this with some foil, and we're gonna bake this on 350 until it's bubbly and melty. I'm gonna put a little bit of parsley on here, but yeah, cover it with foil, and we're gonna bake this on 350. I don't know how long yet, but I'm gonna come back and tell you. All right, y'all. So it's been 25 minutes. And as you can see, our casserole is nice and melty and bubbly. What I'm gonna do now, you can eat it like this, but I'm gonna broil mine for about a minute just to get a little bit of brown on top. And then I'm gonna come back and taste it for y'all. All right, y'all. So this is the end result of my cheesy beef noodle casserole. I went ahead and made me some cheese stuffed garlic knots or whatever the hell, crescent rolls. You see all that cheese, y'all? Go ahead and taste it. That's good, y'all. That's good. And I mean, that's just some quick little cheesy pasta. If you like hamburger helper and stuff like that, I think you will enjoy this. If you need to get rid of some Alfredo sauce, this is a good way to get rid of it if you don't want to eat chicken Alfredo again. But yeah, y'all. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And stay tuned for the next episode of Cooking with Lyssa. And if you've already been subscribed, thank you for joining me again.